Good morning. It is 8 a.m. and time for the Good Morning Net. This net meets daily, Sunday through Saturday on the W9UR repeater located in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. And thank you to them. It's for the purpose of good fellowship and message handling and is open to all licensed operators. Net control this morning is Bruce, W9UB from Algoma, where it is 34. Forecast to be 46. Order of check-ins, mobile and short time first. And I'll also take crossband at that time. Then we go over to Echolink, which will be automatically logged in, and then finally VHF stations. Please note who you follow and who you send it to. If there's an opportunity to check in, please hold on. We'll get back to you. You know all about the repeater. Please allow it to run fully to ensure you get your full 3-minute turn. Okay, first up, emergency and or priority announcements. Please call W9UUB. Hearing nothing, let's go over to mobile and short time. Your turn. Please call W9UUB.
Short time, Bruce.
Welcome aboard, Larry. Go ahead. Take a turn, please.
Good, W9UB. It's at 26 degrees out here. And, otherwise, I've got a long sleeper. And that's the thing with my stepmother. So, if you want to use this, go from there. We're going for breakfast. Down in Martin. There at 9 o'clock. And then from there, we got to go to Green Bay. Go to the Amature, State Farm, Walmart, and maybe Menards. So that's the plan. When I come back, my son is coming up. Depends upon what they call it. And for my his place, I think first. When they leave, he wants to come up here and go to the woods and spend his life. So about 3 o'clock. But we'll see what happens at what time. But that's the plan. But you know how things change. So otherwise, that's the plan, and it sounds very good. So I'll just put my back on radio view.
Good morning there, Larry, and thanks for joining us. Let's see. I'm going to now take all VHF stations. Please call W9UUB.
A9ARZ. Alpha Bravo 9, November.
This might be a record. Darn short list. Okay. Well, I'm going to read them off from the top, and then we'll see what we missed. First up will be Michelle, K9GU. Then over to Larry, KB9DIP. Alan, G1AEU. And finally Cynthia, AA9 Victor. Then we're going to go over to Kevin, ARZ. John, November. And Brad, UPE. Did I miss anyone? I sure hope so.
I got distracted. KC9 KMA.
Kilo Alpha Niner, Whiskey Alpha Romeo. Kilo Delta 9, Golf Delta Alpha.
Net control, KC9, LN Zulu, Tom and Kiwani, good morning.
Well, that's way better. Okay, let's see. Joan, you're going to be following Brad, UPE. then it'll be Artie, W-A-R, Josh, GDA, and then Tom, LNZ. Initially, Tom, you had a fair amount of feedback, but anyway, we'll see what happens next go around. Did I miss anyone? Okay, here we go. Jokes of the day. Well, of course, it's your daylight savings time reversal today or tomorrow, coming up soon. And lots of trivia. Started in 1908 in Canada, and in 1918 it spread to the U.S. Let's see. I guess these will be about time. When does a duck wake up? At the quack of dawn. And along with changing your clock, it's been reported that this is a legitimate exercise. You have every opportunity to move your bathroom scale back 10 degrees. And then finally, let's see. I've been working 23/7 to come up with more daylight savings jokes. And haven't been that might be it. That is enough. Okay. Sorry for the delay. Let's go back to Michelle. K9GU, W9UUB. Good morning.
UUB. Thank you very much. Good morning to you. This is Kilo 9 Golf Uniform in Appleton in here, where the sky is partly overcast in here. Temperature outside is 34, barometric pressure 30 decimal 30 decimal 988, and the humidity is 87% in here. So, as I said, it's partly overcast. Maybe the weather will be more clear later on during this day in here. We don't have any big plans to follow today. I think one thing to remember, I think tomorrow is going to be a time change. I think this was mentioned yesterday on the net also, but I think tomorrow we're going to have to do that in the early evening so we can wake up on time also. So I just mentioned that again in here. And as I said, no big plans right now, but I keep thinking about something new to do, but it's a little early to think about that right now. So I think the next station was WB9BIP, if I heard. If I'm not correct, W9UUB will probably tell me a little more about it than here. This is K9GU. Good morning to all.
The next one is Alan, G1AEU in the UK. Good morning, Alan.
G1AU. Well, good morning, everybody. Well, I see it's not very warm in North County. This is now 1 or 2 Celsius. But it is warmer here. 13 Celsius. 13. And the weather is temperamental. Rain, showers, and sunshine. But I have been outside once this morning to pick up 2 cans of blown over and 2 other to come around. But I was trying to get in again, but the wind was gone, and I was frightened of getting blown over. Anyway, there's a nice fire going in a place, and I found it over to Donny. KB9 VIP, my old friend Donny. Hold on.
Thank you, Alan. Larry, KB9DIP. Algonquin, Illinois. I think it's warmer here, too, than in Door County. I don't know. I don't pay much attention to the weather. It's light, it's wet, it's raining. You know, that kind of thing. And I happened to lose a griddle cake. I had a griddle cake out someplace this morning, and I was going to stick it into the toaster oven, and the thing has disappeared. It's probably in the drawer with all the other half socks that I got. Anyway, today I'm sending out my 7300 to somebody in Benton Harbor, I think, or somewhere in Michigan, across the line here, for repair. I think I blew out the finals, and I'm sending it out today. I found somebody other than ICOM. I don't think ICOM does repairs anymore. I think their dealers do repairs, but only on the stuff they sell. It's getting very dicey to get stuff repaired anymore when the hobby starts to lose its tinkerers, inventors, and fixers. And that's too bad. But at any rate, onward and upward. One more day until we all get befuddled with the, Kevin gets saddled with late, early check-ins. While we all try and figure out what time it really is. And that's the way it looks from here on the top of the radio ranch. You know, I'm about as high off of sea level as I am in Door County here. I just realized that. Above the Fox River. That's not bad. Anyway, KB9DIP, over to Cynthia. Hey.
KB9DIP, this is AA9VV. Why, thank you so much, Larry. Good morning to you, above sea level, and good morning to all. Bruce, the 23-7, that's what I liked the best. Oh, gosh, I don't need to lose any more time, that's for sure. So this morning, Saturday, nice to be sleeping in a little bit. We've got at least 10 blue jays out here. Of course, the duck hunters across the road on the bay are in full flurry. My brother-in-law's here hunting in the woods. And I just put out a bunch of seeds for all of our feathered friends. It's just an absolutely beautiful day. And today we've got an event in Luxembourg at Northbrook, and we're also going to take the Corvette over to Kewanee for its winterization annual change of the oil and all of that stuff. So, and we're picking up my mom, so we'll have the extra car and driver with that. Yeah, there's and then tonight we've got a birthday dinner with my friend Wendy at the Out of Town Club, so it's going to be a busy day. This is AA9TV. Over to you, Kevin. KA9ARC, and good morning to all.
Thanks, Cynthia. AA9VV in the Good Morning Net. This is KA9ARC. A very good morning to all on this first Bruce Joke Saturday in November there. So, yeah, I guess sounds like in the Bruce Jokes daylight saving time putting a joke on Bruce. Putting the bathroom scale back 10 degrees instead of 10 pounds there. So, watch out for those scales playing tricks on you there. So, anyways, speaking of turning clocks back and so on, everything that goes manually later tonight probably be getting those back. And the ones that have the manual hands there as opposed to just the digital, usually send them forward so the gearing doesn't goof up, because potentially I guess that could be an issue there for some clocks if you with the hands put it back it could mess them up there. Some of them wouldn't goof them up or anything like that, but I think only have a couple that have the 2 or 3 that just have the manual hands there, and the other ones should be fairly straightforward. of course, like people with phones and various other items, they automatically do that. So we'll have to see how that goes. And now the switch, tomorrow heading off to the Ham Fest, be able to take advantage of that shift, have some daylight, and of course looking forward to meeting up with a friend after the Ham Fest in Epton, former co-worker at newspaper in Monaco, and see how things go. Maybe even check out the Packer game at Sports Bar there and see if they can pull off the win. Main thing is probably depend when I head back, try to avoid all the traffic heading off to back and forth from the game. So if the game is really bad, maybe leave Epton halftime traffic, but then see how many spectators take off early. So with that, let's see how things are on the other side of the lake with AB9NN from KA9ARZ. Good morning.
Okay, good morning to everybody on the Good Morning Net from John, AB9NN in chilly Beulah, Michigan, northwest Florida, Michigan, straight across the pond from Algola, 9 miles inland. And warmed up to 30.1 degrees. I just checked the temperature upstairs from my weather station, and that was showing 28 degrees just outside the house. The weather station on my website is showing 30.1 degrees. So suffice it to say, it's cold in Beulah with lots of frost and north wind at 0 miles an hour. Looks like we've got probably sunshiny skies. Looks like some clouds are trying to make their way across southern lower Michigan, but grazing past our area in the northern part of lower Michigan, which is a good thing. Solar Flux Index is 156, which is kind of nice. Let's see, not much going on today. Probably going to be doing some more reading. I've been doing some reading over the last couple of days, which has been interesting to engross myself in a good book. And still organizing my basement office, just a little bit at a time. Every time I sit down, I look and say, okay, what's one or two things that I can straighten up and reorganize and get things put away for the winter. So making progress on that. Not much else to report on a Saturday morning. So with that, let me see. It's over to, I think it's K9UPE from AB9NN, John and Beulah. Have a great day, everyone.
AB9NN, good morning, John, and good morning to all on the net this morning. This is Kilo Delta 9, Uniform Papa Echo, Brad in northwest Green Bay. It's, I'll say it's cold here too because I forgot to look. But, it got me thinking about it now with all with the time changing and stuff. It's probably good practice. Walking around the house looking at all the digitals and clocks and just press a button and see what happens. Trying to remember how to program all those things. Give me good practice for learning to manually enter things into this handheld of mine rather than it's funny to say that it's the easier way of using software and the internet to program it instead. So probably maybe it's a good thing that way. And Cynthia, you got quite a day for quite the miles to put on for you today. The Corvette's going to get a nice workout maybe before it gets closer to time to park it if you do that for the winter. So still we have a fine company visiting for a bit this weekend. So we're busy with our friends and got working on a little project, and mostly I'm still recovering from all the leaf blowing in one day up in the town of Riverview. by the camp. So I'm going to take advantage of that today and relax more a little bit yet. So with that then, we'll send it over to KC9KMA. Good morning, Joan. This is KD9UPE.
Thank you, Brad. Good morning, KC9KMA. And isn't it hard with recurring injuries to judge what the limits are on the front end instead of finding out on the back end that was a little too much? It's really a trick, I think. Well, here, it's all the fall shopping, the fruit and vegetable canning, put up, whatever you call it. Yesterday's experiment turned out wildly successful. I added some cranberries to the applesauce that I made, and I had Googled it, and there were plenty of recipes, so I knew I was onto something. And I gotta say, we like it. It's really good. So for the second combo, I had purchased a pumpkin made especially for pumpkin pie, not the decorating jack-o'-lantern, and we felt it did not taste like pumpkin. So I threw a little butter and brown sugar in the bottom, what's so not like, apple, cinnamon, and the pumpkin on top. And I'll tell you, this is a winner. Talk about a chicken dinner. This is dessert. But my eyes feel better already. We probably had a cup of pumpkin apiece. It was just pretty tasty. And then for the final Food Network offering, Butterball Turkey makes a little 3-pound boneless roast. It's less money than lunch meat, but better than lunch meat, and my freezer can easily hold it. So that was a pretty impressive lunch at the Fox household. Leftovers today, and some nothing like Cynthia. Holy moly! Yeah, we'll be staying close to home. A little bit of mowing to clean up some leaves, and a little bit of grilling because the sun is out. And I don't know. We'll be just otherwise engaged in domestic goddess sorts of projects. And with that, good morning, Artie, KA9WAR.
Good morning, Joe, and good morning, everyone. This is KA9WAR. We're here in Peshtigo. We have nice, bright sunshine at 39 degrees. Looks like we're going to have a nice day. Yesterday, we did something different. We went on 12 meters on the Fox Tango 4, and we were surprised to make a check-in with Harry, F4GBO, and a bigger surprise was the next station that came in was NS99 Dwight from Swamico. It's you could go and go someplace different for a while and get surprised. So let's go over to you, Josh. TBA, this is KA9WAR. Good morning.
K9WAR, K9GBA. Good morning, Artie. Good morning, everyone. I got 29 degrees here. It's just cold today. Yeah, I don't really have much to report off the baseball today. Around 3 down in Green Bay. Indoor training Levi does. But 10 o'clock today, in Sturgeon Bay at the high school, they're doing the pumpkin chucking catapult. They do it every year, but the kids build the catapult, and then over at the track, they test them out. And that's today, this morning at 10. So I'm at least going over there. I don't know if Levi's going with me, but he's got to work and stuff in off class this morning. So that's him. And that's really about it. The psychic experience was psychic yesterday. It was different. Still not a believer, but it's With that, I'll send it over to Tom, KC9LN Zulu, KD9GA. Good morning, Tom.
Well, good morning to all. KC9LN Zulu here. Well, it's about mid-30s here in Kewanee right now. Light to no wind, partially, well, there's some sun out there, partially cloudy sky, so not a bad start to the day. Not much new really to report. Going to go out and do the morning walk after the next net that I run, and then we'll see what else happens today. Not much else really new to report. Don't have much activity planned for today. Got some lawnmowers maybe I've got to do some winterizing for, and then go maybe pick up some gas and some gas treatment for the snow throwers, so we'll see how that works out. Other than that, everybody, hey, have a good day. Be careful out there and just walk carefully. It's cold, and slipping and falling may hurt you. And that's me. I've got to watch it. Oh, and did get the COVID shot. Unfortunately, the RSV was not available at Bellin, so now I got to look for another place for it. They mentioned CVS and Walgreens, so we'll have to give them a call and see what I have to do for that. KC9LN Zulu, back to net control. Good morning to all.
Tom, W9UUB. Well, let's see. What did I do yesterday? Took my new phones to one of the stores in Sturgeon Bay to get all of the stuff transferred over and on and on and on. And I can tell you buying a car is quicker. It's a full hour of fooling around. And one of the big issues, of course, is the fact that even though the darn phone is brand new, in the meantime, it maybe has sat on the shelf for a year, and there's been 4 updates. So the first thing they have to do is update the phone. Well, my goodness, that was a snail's pace. And still have problems, so I get to go back today. Got promised a lot of free stuff, and I have no idea how to integrate it. And let's see, what else? Went to the hardware store. I'm having a problem with shear bolts on my chipper, and I'm sure if Bob was here, he'd have an opinion on this, but did find something I think it'll work, but I did buy a backup, and that's kind of about it. Deer hunter was out this morning. I saw 6 deer on our little road, just in a half a mile coming back the other night from my golf night, and there's some of these little ones. I mean, I think I got my truck within about 20 feet of this guy. He was right in the middle of the road, and I went real slow, trying to see how close I could get, and he has no idea who his enemies are, like 2-ton pickups. Okay, let's see if there's anybody else out there. Please call W9UUB.
KA9TQC, good morning.
Welcome aboard, Jack. Glad you could make it. KA9TQC, take a turn.
Okay, Bruce, thanks. Sorry to miss your jokes earlier. I was out in the hot tub before dawn, and it was kind of weird. It's been cooling off. It was 30 when I checked the temperature before I left the house, and now it's 26, so it's a little bit odd. But I had a very interesting day yesterday. Fired up the 911 and went up to a place called Alpha Heaven in Anawa, which is about, south of Anago, I guess, northwest of here. And I've gone there 25 years ago to get motorcycle parts, and I was helping a friend with a 1979 Suzuki. We were going to get car parts and stumbled across prototype Alfa Romeo race car production facility. And it was kind of hidden, but he had frames and chassis that he was designing, and this guy beat the Porsche factory team at Sebring one year. I mean, it was just amazing. There were some Alfa Romeo and prototypes and concept cars, and there was a Ferrari that I think there's only 1 or 2 of in the world, so tens of millions of dollars worth of cars sitting in a bunch of giant buildings in the middle of nowhere. So that was a very interesting discovery. And back to you, W9UUB, KA9TQC.
K9VX3 for a quick one.
Sure. Take a turn, please.
Okay, I'm just out at the airport. Just picked up a load of logs. I got some nice oak logs, a whole bunch of ash. Thought I'd just say hello. K9VX3.
You can make it, Bob. Okay, let's go back to the top of the order. We're going to go to Michelle, K9GU, Alan G1AEU, Larry KB9DIP, and finally A9 Victor. Back to you, Michelle.
I want to mention something in here. Yesterday evening, my wife cooked a very delicious dish that she called chili. She's been making that sort of thing for many years, and so on. But yesterday she thought that we really needed to eat it again. It was delicious, and we had a very nice dinner in here. In fact, she had cooked enough of it that we probably can eat it another couple of days, 2 or 3 days. And that was a big dish that she cooked in here. So, and she really knows how to do that very well. So we enjoyed it, and I hope that all listening to that sort of cooking have some sort of enjoyment also in here. That's about all I need to mention this time, and I'll get on to the next station. This is a K9GU here in Appleton.
So, two things. I see the bank rolling as well. Not a bad flower a couple of months ago. I thought I was selling it. So, I think they're not going to pay this. I was going to expect on anyway. So, a couple of days ago, I had a nice picture of the north people of a blue line over the giant Jackson floor. Then, I wrote a really nice picture of a sunlight over the harbor. Look, in the next harbor we shot in, on the harbor on the eastern lake or around here where I've been visiting. Anyway, over there, darling, we want to use it all. Over to you, darling. Thank you, you all want to be with us. Good to hear you, everyone. It's a beautiful day, the sun's out. I forgot what it was back when the sun was out. There's some great days in a row here. Check that out. The golf course is pretty nice for them. But today's Saturday, I guess that I found out. So we all out there, you got to go out and get cracking. So, hoping it's just easy. The social butterfly. You got a happy and all that. I am getting more for the drive. I am fixing the gum guns. You know, we got to go out. Good for you. Good for your everything. Good. You know, okay. It's pretty right now. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. I told him when I met him that I was getting young, and so that's what I kind of do. But yeah, I mean, there's always a lot to do with something kind of like the my son started doing some Wendy's. And they would say, oh, let's get together sometime, and then it never happened. So, and then I said, hey, what are you doing on number four? I said, we were on the keys, Green Bay, and so, and I want her so beautiful, all the trees, and we'll sleep beside her for the weekend, and then we could give her forever. And I got it, and so all the money went outside by keepers, and then all the duck hunters, and the cricket hunters, and their open hunting hands, and then so there was a lot of hunters who wanted to bend that area. So they were flying over, and then their trees were here, not much up again, and we went around the field, and we really let their old going here today. So this just have a little bit of play, and I still love it there, and I think we're very, very, very lucky, and it's one day, and we could do that again, and do one more week. So I keep that under control, and you see in what outdoors those here on the road like that, and one morning. Yeah, order. So, comedy, or really like check it. They call the other night. Good day.